Welcome back to the Barry Charles Footy Show, your one-stop shop for everything rugby league, and today we have a ripper for you. Jack Wighton is going to come out of retirement so he can get his ban cut down when this goes to the judiciary. He could be out for 10 weeks, who knows. But absolutely, Jack Wighton, absolutely hilarious. The only way he could get around this is I'll tell you about it very shortly. But Ronald Volkman, is he going to replace Shaun Johnson if Shaun Johnson is not fit? He should have last week, in my opinion. Clune, is he the night saviour? Keoan Kolomatangi, is he off to the Dragons? Mitchell Pearce says au revoir. And Tyson Gamble gives it to Willie Mason after the game on the weekend. Well, let's get to it. Yes, right here at Barry Charles. Remember to like and subscribe if you like the channel. Let's get to it. Jack Wighton, what is doing? Has he got some secret clause? Has he written an email to Mal Meninga saying that I want to play rep footy for Australia at the end of the season before this bite allegation? Because that's what he's going to need to get out of this, because he's clearly not going to get out of this ban for sure, whatever that case is going to be. But he has to try to find a way to try and save the Rabbitohs, missing him for a couple of months at the start of next season, probably, if not at least a month. This is absolute craziness from Jack Wighton. I mean, good luck to try stuff like this. Maybe Mal Meninga might do the wink and get you out of this predicament, but surely not. Yes, but yeah, that's just an interesting clause here. Ronald Volkman, is he the key to the Warriors if Shaun Johnson is gone? I was stunned when I went to the game last week and Ronald Volkman wasn't running out. To be honest, I didn't keep up with the 24 hours before that he wasn't even in the 19. It's just craziness for me how Ronald Volkman should have been. He's played 7 all year, folks. That's what I'm saying. 7 all year. Even if it's New South Wales Cup, he's played 7 all year. I know Te Martin didn't walk have way more experience, and I understand their reasoning, but it clearly failed. And if they go in and be with Shaun Johnson again, they cannot rely on not having a halfback. He has to come into the team if Johnson is not to play. But let's hope for all Warriors fans, Johnson is ready to rock and roll on Saturday afternoon. Adam Clune. Yes, is Adam Clune about to set fire and tarnish the Warriors season as they look to go for 11 in a row? The Newcastle Knights. Is Adam Clune going to be the saviour? I heard interesting comments of Jackson Hastings saying if he's like 50%, he's going to play. Are you kidding me? If he didn't play the end of this, the second half of this game, he is not coming back next week this week. If he is, I'd be stunned, and it'll be at probably the jeopardy off the side when he goes down injured. I know they got away with it last week, but the Warriors are a different kettle of fish to the Raiders in 2023. So yeah, but Adam Clune definitely can get a job done, but whether he can get them over the line, I'm not too convinced. Tyson Gamble, yes, Tyson Gamble, well, obviously a few things. He had the bite allegation, and after the game he said, no, we'll just leave it on the field. Well, too late when you were crying like a baby. Look, there, the saliva, yes. It's not sweat. Come on, man. You either go with your conviction or stop. Obviously, the heat of the moment was there. The thing about Jack Wighton, on the other hand, if you actually look at the vision, you don't actually see him go, as we saw what Kevin Proctor. We saw what Kevin Proctor did. So that is something in his defence that might help him. And he would just have to hope that Tyson Gamble went like that and was pushing into his teeth to get himself off the charge. But getting back to Tyson Gamble and Willie Mason. Yes, Willie Mason absolutely gave it to the Knights fans. And he was a former Knight, don't forget. That they were the worst 8. I mean, the first spine in the top 8. And to be fair, I am not disagreeing. With Keoan Kolomatangi, yes, Jackson Hastings has been a lot better than what people were saying. But I think what Willie Mason has forgotten about is Phoenix Crossan has been very good this season. He's been very, very, very good. Tyson Gamble, up and down. I'm not saying nothing, but he's just one of those players. He is an effort player, as he said after the game. he's all about effort. But he basically said, look in your own backyard before you come talking to us. You're part of the middle forwards. We're the halves, so you got pretty much saying you got no clue what the halves do. So that's that was a bit of a storyline here. Keoan Kolomatangi, yes, he's off to the Dragons maybe. Will he stay at the Rabbitohs? Well, to me, surely he'd stay at the Rabbitohs. But Shane Flanagan, I tell you what, the Dragons could be a top 8 team in 2024. Shane Flanagan is, to me, one of the best coaches in the game. He's in my top 5. I really think he is that good. Who's in front of him? Craig Bellamy, Wayne Bennett, Des Hasler. They're definitely the top 3. And you obviously have Ivan Cleary. And then to me, I would have Shane Flanagan. Then you obviously got Andrew Webster and Kevy Walters. And Kevy Walters needs more time to prove himself. If he can get them to a premiership, then Kevy Walters can start moving up. But he's got a long way to go. He's only starting his coaching career. So it's going to be interesting to see how that one goes out there. If we look at this, we've got to talk about, for Keoan Kolomatangi, it's a tough one. I'd probably stay at the Rabbitohs. But again, they're faltering. They've got a bit older players than Cook and Walker. They're not going to be lasting too much longer. Can they get the best out of them because they went a bit backwards at the end of the season? Have they still got some grunt to turn it up? And Lachlan Ilias needs to go to another level, obviously, the young player. So there is some concerns for the Rabbitohs. Well, what about Mitchell Pearce? C'est la vie. Out the door. Au revoir. No, I'm not coming back for the Roosters for one more season as it was predicted. And the Tigers, he turned down the Tigers. Well, he's decided we got to go and hopefully go out as a winner in Catalans and win and finish off his career. Be interesting to see what happens. Is he going to have a role in the media? I'm not sure what his plans are, but it'll be interesting to see if he wants to be a coach as well. It's going to be interesting to see how Mitchell Pearce. But we have to salute Mitchell Pearce here, Barry Charles. He was an outstanding player. He was obviously the talk of the town for New South Wales. He was absolutely given for not winning any series apart from his